What is up, everybody? I am Matthew Holt. I should be like, I'm Dave Z. Dave Z.
It could be Dave Z, Jesse Williams, Trip Pull, and Aaron Presley. It's a revolving door in this seat over here.
Which is kind of cool because you get a little take. Everybody has kind of their own take on.
It is fun. We get lots of perspectives.
It is. And we're at Mid-America. They have a huge event coming up here in a couple months, which I'm sure you guys have been hearing about. So, the Vision Off-Road event, and it's going to have all kinds of action going on. So, today you're getting a little taste. What amazes me the most so far today is the short track next to us. These guys are absolutely getting it. So, it's kind of fun to watch them on during a recovery of sorts. And I guess that's part of the Mid-America Racing Series. They have a several race short course cup series they have here. And we're getting our side-by-sides lined up, and then we'll kick off the bouncers here shortly. Look like Clyde's walking up to make sure our timers are all working. I think we've had one side-by-side finish this morning.
Yes, so far in the bounty class for Hill 1, Cash LeCroy was the only one to complete the course. He had a 95.1, not that it really matters.
Yeah.
He was the only one. I guess while we got a minute here, we can go ahead and do a little top 5 rundown from the bouncers as well. Course 1, Brandon Davis. First, 72.8 on course 1, and then Danny Smith with a 74, Cash with a 75, Jeff Roberts with a 78, and then Tim Cameron with an 83.
I think we've only had 8 guys complete the first course out of all the drivers that are here today. 5, 6, 7, maybe 7, 8.
Yeah, 8.
8 drivers so far. Of all the drivers here today, only 8 have completed the first course.
We have a smaller drivers list than usual this weekend. It's a long haul for a lot of people.
It's super long haul for a lot of the East Coast guys. Plus, we've had this is our fourth weekend in a row racing.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So I know a lot of guys, myself included, have had a lot of breakage the last 4 weekends. For those of you guys who watched the live feed with Rush, it was pretty violent racing. I watched. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch Brandon Davis's land. That was he just drove off the side of a mountain. So he was here and he said, "You know what? I wasn't even that sore," which kind of blew me away.
Which is good. We were all very glad to hear that.
And what impressed me, I think, the most is he didn't tear anything on the buggy up. I figured he had bent some A-arms, and he said after I landed, I knew the whole front was gone. And he said, those kind of Ultra 4 style A-arm are designed to take that kind of abuse. So I was really blown away by that.
All right, everybody, you are officially watching Hillside Live. I am Bree Molitor.
Matthew Holt.
With Matt once again jumping in the co-host seat. This is the Raceline Wheels CRRS number 2, presented by Treadwear Gear, and we are, of course, at Mid-America Outdoors in Jay, Oklahoma. We've got Spencer Grindstaff on the line, it looks like, ready to kick off course number 2 for the UTV Bounty class. Cash LeCroy, the only one out of the 7, I think, drivers to complete Hill 1 this morning.
That course was pretty violent for not just the big bouncers, but also the UTVs. And again, this is the UTV Bounty Series, and they run the exact same courses that the big bouncers do. So they take quite a beating. I really have a lot of respect for those guys coming out and taking a vehicle that's, the fourth the size of what ours are, and they absolutely thrash on those rigs. So it's super great to see that, and they definitely take a beating. So.
All right. Do you guys have any predictions? So Cash was the only one to make it. We had Spencer Grindstaff, Jacob Knight, Wade Good, Tyler Bradley, Dan Carter, Paul Wolf, and Cash LeCroy in the bounty class on Hill 1. Cash the only one to finish. What do you guys think is going to happen for Hill 2? Now, honestly, I'm not sure what the course is for Hill 2. I missed that part of the drivers' meeting because I was too busy talking to Peter Basler, probably.
So course 2 is exactly like course 1. Basically, you're going to come out of the starting gate. You have a little jump, and then you have our side loopy-loops there. You have a little
Radflow suspension section.
Yes.
Say that 3 times.
Yeah. Then you go through our double jump, go around, hit our big tabletop, Is that our, what kind of tabletop is that?
That's the Mickey Thompson
Mickey Thompson tabletop. Shout out Mickey Thompson. I got some 43 stickies on the buggy. They do it great. Come through there. We're still going to make our clockwise turn at the very end. Then we come back, and instead of turning right and hitting that big ledge, we're going to go down a little bit farther and hit a different very large ledge.
Oh, I see. Past the Holly banner, right?
Yes. And then once we get up there, we have about a 60, 80 foot wide area we can choose from. Once we get up to the top, we turn left, and then there's 3 lanes we can choose from to come down. Again, some are a little faster, might be a little more rougher, and it's very interesting to see how fast some guys go downhill.
Yeah.
Some guys are a little more timid.
I see Travis Skelton's watching. We always knew Travis was one of our fastest downhill.
He was one of he absolutely blazed downhill. So some guys are a little more timid going downhill. Other guys can really send it, and you can make up a lot of time going downhill too. So I think we'll see that play out today. I think our second course might have faster times than our first one. So it looks
like there's a lot more rock at the bottom of that section of hill that they'll be going up, so it might not get so dug out at the bottom.
And if you can see, if you go to the very, very far left of that, you can see there's a little bit of dirt hill, and I think that's where you're going to see most of the buggies go up, is that dirt section. Again, if it gets dug out, that might change some things, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Where's everybody tuning in from as we kick off our live feed? Anthony Aunt, what's up, buddy? Daniel Moore. See everybody getting logged in here. What's up, Holden Storts? Again, we're at the Mid-America Park. Normally we run on satellites. However, they have like T1 internet here for us, so we were able to clip into that. So you should have a really great quality visual feed as well as audio feed this weekend. So that should be pretty exciting. Again, we also got some cool drone footage running around. So huge shout out to Eagle Eye Production for helping us get some cool drone footage. He's got a new DJI that he's been blazing around here with. Got that Perryville Mafia crew. Woo woo! So I know last weekend was a pretty violent weekend for most of the vehicles, so we have a handful of guys that are going hot. All right, here we go. Looks like course is hot. This will be our first side-by-side. I believe this is
Spencer Grindstaff. Okay. He also raced last weekend at Rush.
Again, you can see it was pretty soggy this weekend.
Yeah, yesterday this course, even though it was pretty much the same layout, was a totally different course because it was completely dry.
Yeah. Some of the drivers were laughing. They said, hey, at least we won't have any dust,
This is true.
So, again, that is amazing.
The dust is a little easier to clean off, but you don't breathe in mud. So
and the cool part, they have a power washing station here, so you can knock all the mud off and
do a little pre-washing before you get home and have to get to the worst of it.
Hopefully head home with a clean rig. So that's kind of nice.
Spencer making his way around the Vision RV loop there, dropping back into the creek.
Again, right there, that creek is actually pretty deep right there. So a lot of times I carry like a small terry cloth. I can wipe off some of the mud.
It's a pretty big splash coming out when you guys are going in and out.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of water right there. Again, looks like he's going to hit that dirt section we were talking about. Oh! Land on
there it is.
There we go. Again, that dirt section, I think you're going to see a lot of drivers hit. It has a little bit smoother upstart to it versus the rock section. So again,
around and get lined up again.
And there's actually a couple side-by-side ruts right there. So I think he's going to try to get in those side-by-side ruts and see if he can't climb it.
If I heard correctly during the drivers' meeting as well, they have some options about where exactly to go up. Is that correct?
There's about an 80-foot wide section there. And you can kind of pick your own line. Obviously, the exit is the same, but
you can see where the tape is on the hill when we get some of those wider shots. But they have a little bit more option than usual about where to go up. Oh, no! Oh, nice
Good save!
Quick on that reverse.
And again, it's I kind of like that Clyde does that. Oh, man. That stinks. Okay, recovery crew getting to him there, get him flipped back over. Unfortunately, obviously, that's going to be a DNF, which stinks. But again, these courses are extremely difficult.
Spencer, as a late entry, unfortunately, did have to go first on both hills. that's always a little bit tough.
It's also kind of nice if you're, a full regular season driver to watch a late entry because you go, okay, hey, all right, hey, that's a good line, or you can see, hey, maybe that's a line you want to try to. Your game plan, you kind of adjust. I know Bubba, he was down there looking at it. He said, I don't know, I'm looking at it. It's going to change so much by the time I get to it. So he's going to be one of the very last buggies to hit it. So he said, I'll just come down and watch when I get a couple people from me.
Yep.
So
makes a difference. And we were talking about Danny drew number 13, so then he had the option to go first or last. I chose to go last for Hill 1 for the bouncers, and as the race went on, the hill changed a lot. So I would love to hear if he was starting to think that was not such a great idea. He still laid down a great time, but I think we saw, like Brandon had the fastest time while he was at the front of the pack, and I think that made a big difference. So Danny did everything he could with being at the end there, but I wonder what it would have been like if he had stayed in that 13 spot or gone first even. And
I absolutely agree with you. I think the course did change so much. He probably would, if he didn't know what was going to happen, he probably preferred to go first because it did start getting ate out. As drivers had trouble going up, and the more drivers that went on, it would shoot you straight up in the air. And obviously, we saw Charlie Brown. He hit it, launched, and landed perfectly. So I think once Danny Smith saw that, he was pretty excited about, I think, picking that line. But I think the thought process was it was going to warm up this afternoon and dry out. I don't think it's got as warm as he anticipated.
It got cooler.
It's a little breezy.
It hasn't started raining again.
Knock on wood, it hasn't rained yet. So
we'll take what we can get.
It was pretty soggy this morning as we were kicking off the live feed. It was still sprinkling. So it's been pretty soggy here today.
All right, it looks like Dan Carter is on the line.
You gonna share that? Or
I can't quite tell with all the mud on the
Bro.
Aaron's over here like cradling this giant bag of kettle corn.
He brought his own snacky snacks.
Snacks.
Hey, their kettle corn is fire though. I said Paul Wolf was out there testing this morning and blew a belt as he was just test running it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that stinks. Luckily, he had a spare, ran and grabbed a spare, threw it on, so we were able to run him through. I think Cash was behind him normally, so they put Cash in. He changed the belt real quick and took off, so that's pretty awesome. I'm sure he's probably changed a few belts before.
All right, yeah.
All right, Dan Carter.
Dan Carter.
Got that Dan Carter Racing team running that Rock Life buggy. He has a bunch of cassette tapes on there that are all labeled different stuff, so it's kind of cool.
That's apparently they call that buggy mixtape.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, I learned that today.
He's got a bunch of cassette tapes. He get a little squirrely there. I believe he has a broken front diff, so he's going to obviously not be able to climb the course.
He tried to hit the Yukon wall, in two-wheel drive.
He said he heard something kind of pop in the front end when he took off, and he thought maybe it's just he has a bunch of new parts on there, so he thought it might be get up there, come on. He thought it might have been just the parts kind of breaking in, so he was curious how it was going to go, but it looks like all right, taking a little wider approach there. Again, coming in, splashing down. Again, Dan showing love to that Rock Life off-road group. Again, it looks like he's going, that's more of a rock ledge there. I think he's going to try to square up on that dirt, see if he's going to make a pass.
Hey, Billy Ramsey, I think we've only got one more side-by-side lined up, so you just hold on to your horses, and we'll be right on into the bouncers pretty soon. Oh, damn.
Come on! Oh, man.
Nice save. Jason, yes, we are loving having the direct Wi-Fi link here at Mid-America. No satellites to deal with.
Yes.
And some crystal clear
Wait, the best part is
quality.
Tearing down is going to be so much easier today.
Oh, yeah.
He's so close, almost to get it there. Again, he is in two-wheel drive right now.
Kyle's got a sharp eye and noticed my my green bracelet for Wes Keene. We do have those. Michael Garski's got them for sale here at the event, and I know a lot of others online. And I am actually wearing my Wes t-shirt right now as well. It's a little too chilly today.
Yes, you can't see it, And there's also the posters over in the merch trailer for $50, I believe.
I think 60.
60, okay.
Yes, Bub Meadows with Addictive Photography has some awesome posters that can be purchased, and all the proceeds from all of these different things go directly toward Wes.
And a huge shout out to his mom for giving updates every day. Oh man, lay it back on your wheels. So close.
Side.
Yeah, it's
yes, we love seeing the updates and knowing what's going on.
She is doing a great job at that, and again, every day faithfully kind of telling us, a little paragraph or so of what's going on, what happened that day, kind of some good, kind of some bad. So really shout out to her for helping us out, and I know it saves her answering 400 emails or text messages. So yeah, that's just a great way of doing that.
Everybody is anxious to know how he's doing, of course, and want to keep him in our forefront of our thoughts.
Yeah, I asked her. I said, "So when can like the racers come see it?" She said, "Well, right now there's a lot of family in there because of all the COVID restrictions."
It'll be a little while.
And so they said, "Well, hopefully we'll have them. You guys can. We'll get." They said, "I've seen they've got him up, and they're going to start walking him around soon." So
good.
She said he's starting to talk more, so he'll be talking a lot more soon. She said, which I don't know if it'll be a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm sure Wes is ready to be talking and telling people what to do and what he prefers and what he does not. So I'm sure that'll be good, but. Huge shout out to Wes and speedy recovery to him.
Absolutely, yes. We are glad for those updates, and it's so awesome to see how, we're talking about wristbands and T-shirts and posters and the raffles and everything that everyone has done, just of their own volition to come together.
It's awesome.
And everybody's been so positive as well. Like an accident like that is tragic.
It is.
And we learn a lot from it, and hopefully, I know nobody ever wants to see anything like that again, but just the super positive and unified response that came out of it. Yeah. I've been really proud of our off-road community, and it's made me that much more glad to be part of this.
It is.
Part of this race family.
And that everyone's encouraging change. Everybody said, hey, that was a tragic event. We're so sad it happened. How can we make sure that doesn't happen again? So we've had lots of good feedback from racers and fans, and we've looked at some other race series on how they do stuff, and we've made some immediate changes as well as some long-term changes, and obviously we're going to try looking at some design. Hitch
from See You on the Trail.
What's up, buddy?
His GoFundMe is up to $65,000.
Wow. That's
crazy. The community has stepped up big time. Wow, I didn't even know that. That's amazing.
Wow, look at that park shot. That is incredible. Obviously, they have a pretty amazing setup here. You see all the motorhomes. Again, they have a bunch of trails through the wooded section. You can kind of see that.
They have over 1,000 acres of trails here at Mid-America. They've got cabins for rent and RV sites and dry camping.
Heated and air-conditioned bathhouses.
Yes, bathhouses
I can rough it under about any condition. As long as I get a nice warm shower at the end of the night, I'm happy. So huge shout out to Mid-America. They do a great job.
Another one of their features that they've added recently was their restaurant, their store.
Now here we go, Paul Wolf.
And the Lazy River coming soon. We can talk about all that after we watch Paul Wolf.
Yeah.
Lay it out on this course.
Again, going through the rad flow section there, making quick work of that. There we go. I like seeing racers square up and jump that.
Ooh. Big splash.
Little splash there, yeah. Little water coming up.
Like the splash zone at SeaWorld.
Again, Cash LaCroix is our only finisher for the first course. So on our second course, hopefully we'll get a couple more guys past it. There we go.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I thought he was going to one-shot it.
I did too.
Not quite enough.
Here's Zach. It's okay, we'll let you try again,
Zach, always with the encouragement.
I think it shows how steep that ledge really is. I mean, you got a side-by-side backing up and just pinning it, and it'll just barely land on top of that.
There it is.
Woo! Come on, get up there. Now there's another pretty big dirt ledge right here. Looks like he made pretty quick work of it. And again, as he comes across that top section, there's 3 different downhill sections he can choose from. Obviously, some are a little more treacherous, but are a little bit faster. That middle one is probably the steepest, but again, it has more of a straight shot coming out.
Look at that water at the bottom.
There we go. See if we can't get a time for him. 100.45. There we go. 100.45.
0.405.
Pretty quick time for Paul Wolf. That's our first time on the second course.
But Cash LaCroix is sitting on the line.
He is. So this will be interesting. If Cash makes it, automatically puts him. If he can just finish the course,
all he has to do is finish
the course, he automatically is on the podium, probably at first. And if he can, if he doesn't make it, then we have to see where everybody else shakes out for times. So it'll be interesting.
He'll make it. Yeah. He's gonna make it.
Heading through that rad flow section. Again, that corner, you kind of power slide. It's a lot of fun.
It looks fun. Now, even though really he just has to finish, it's not so much time for him. He's not driving like it.
No,
he's out for the fastest time too.
He is clearly on a mission.
He said, "If I'm going to do it, I might as well do it fast."
Heck yeah! Again, he's 11,
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
The fact that he's 12 and has more years of experience racing than a lot of the grown people out here.
Oh, there we go.
Come on. Yeah. Oh, no.
Come on. Again, there's two little dirt hills there. Just kind of cutouts.
There it is. Yeah, I figured y'all could switch out for bouncer.
Yeah. Get a little more stack time.
Aaron, I lost you guys in there.
I lost you. I was standing in line for tacos and you were gone.
I was looking for you everywhere.
I ate and I turned around and I was like, y'all see Brady?
Whoa! 87.517. That is a smoking time.
Literally, all he wanted to do was finish because he finished Hill 1.
Yeah. It was super crucial for him to finish that because now, since he was...
Not only did he just finish it, he also finished it way faster than Paul Wolf.
Yeah, 13 seconds faster than Paul Wolf. If you can beat Paul Wolf, you're doing something right. First of all, that's no joke right there. But if you can beat Paul Wolf by 13 seconds, you are blistering fast.
Oh, man. Someone needs to take that kid out for an ice cream cone tonight or something.
So
how does a 12-year-old celebrate?
Yeah, so as of right now, he will be on first place in the podium. I think Paul will be currently sitting in second. I love hearing the supercharger pop off.
All right, this is Jacob Knight. Ooh, and he is leaving a trail of smoke.
He is. I believe this is our racer that flipped over on the first run. Right through the bunny hills, the Radflow bunny hills there.
Yeah.
And then
wow, look at that smoke screen.
I said that's why you might be seeing a little more smoke. He had oil all over the top half of that buggy, so
burning a little of that off now.
That's kind of a tight corner. I've seen several guys. Oh wow, he broke a tie rod. It looks like. Oh wow, maybe he broke two.
Oh man.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, look at that tire.
That stinks.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
That's never a good sign when they're pointing opposite directions.
Yeah, that's never good. I think he's got the tire clear off the bead now.
I think he's going to need a little help getting out of there. Yeah. Oh, man.
Man.
You know, Jacob raced with us yesterday and today, and that's a rough way to finish the weekend, but we're glad to see him out here and have some new faces.
And again, the short course section, I think obviously it's a little easier for the bouncers and the side-by-sides, but it's also a lot of fun too. So I kind of like you get out there, you have a little bit of fun, and then kick off, obviously have a lot more treachery. The hills are a lot more treacherous as we saw this morning. I think that might have been our last side-by-side. Oh, no, we got Wade Good coming to line.
Wade is making his way over there.
He's another top contender for that podium finish today, so we'll see if he can. I'm sure he was watching Cash's run and staying glued to it, so.
What?
Okay. We'll be right back after these messages.
When you're serious about installing the highest quality drivetrain products designed for high horsepower and bigger tires, there's only one choice. So get the power, performance, and confidence that comes with Yukon. Rev it, climb it, and rip it, knowing you're rolling the best in the industry. Built to perform, built to last. Yukon Gear and Axle.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
Clyde.
All right, we are back. We're working on our hand signals here in the trailer.
I say we're back at Mid-America, and again, you talked about that pool, Lazy River.
Yeah, the Lazy River is coming soon. They've got it all carved out in there, and it's going to be nice.
You can see the concrete where it's going to be. They have the concrete poured, but they still have to get the lines ran, and it was definitely, there was a huge, giant sloping mountain and a concert hill there before.
Yeah.
Now it's like flat, and there's a Lazy River and all kinds of goodies coming.
Yeah, and they added the restaurant and a coffee shop and like a general store,
Yep.
and then like the pro shop that's got, different, like you can get a helmet and a fire suit in there.
We were laughing.
I didn't look around that much in there, just kind of in and out through the restaurant.
There was a guy saying that he wanted to get into racing, and I was like, well, you can run a side-by-side, buy a fire suit and a helmet, all right in the gift shop. You just
There
stop
you
by,
go.
pick your stuff up. You can be a racer today if you want,
So one side, and then get some breakfast on your way
Yeah,
out.
for real.
Fuel up for the day.
I say all you need is a big checkbook, and you can be a racer today, okay? That's like
Ain't
the
that the
infomercial for the gift shop there. You want to be a racer? Come on down. We'll make you a racer.
So speaking of Mid-America and all the awesome features of this park, Visions is, we had Joey up here earlier talking about that and some of the details, but July 16th through 24th
Yep.
will obviously be the big combo event with
Crazy.
all kinds of stuff from Ultra 4 and Mega Trucks and rock bouncing and
Bull
UTVs,
riding.
of course, bull riding, lots of concerts,
Like several concerts.
stuff for the kids, the
Yes.
Lazy River,
Yes.
and pool, and just all kinds of things going on. So put that on your calendars if you've ever wanted to come check out Mid-America. You guys hear us talk about it a lot. That is definitely going to be a time to do it.
And they're capping it at 10,000 people. So if you want to get in, you had better do it pretty quick. So
All right, Wade Good is on the line.
he's running the El Rental there.
El Rental.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh, no!
Oh, come on!
Wait!
There we go! That is awesome! Get her done!
That is racing, folks.
Get her done.
Oh, Chris Hickman is probably a little tense right now.
I'm sure. Yeah, because Wade puts an absolute beating on that buggy.
Oh.
So it sounds like
Oh, no.
it may have some water splashed up on there.
He did hit that creek pretty hard.
Yeah, he had a transmission last week that he had to put in it, a brand new transmission last week, and then he got a blown head gasket after the last race. So this week he was tearing it down, putting a head gasket.
Uh-oh. Zach says, turn it off and turn it back on real quick. It'll be fine.
That's like all tech support. Just unplug it and plug it back
Tried
in.
turning it off
Does
yet?
that help? Again?
Chris Hickman running over there. Let's see what the verdict is.
Again, we have several places we have to cross, water crossings. Yep.
We got Paul Wolf heading over there now too. Oh, that just does not sound good. Tech support is on its way, everybody.
There we go. Come on.
Wait,
oh, come on!
Wait. Back up. No.
Oh, that
And
stinks.
he's done.
Man,
heck of a try though, and
it
a
was.
nice save coming over coming out of that rad flow suspension section.
Again, he had a rough day today. I rolled over, hitting that first jump this morning. There was a big, massive tree trunk there earlier.
Wyatt says, and he didn't hit a flag. That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
He managed to avoid all those flags out there.
Yeah.
You know, he was on the podium yesterday, though.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Again, he's a good guy to watch. He
still had a good weekend.
Definitely doesn't mind sending it.
All right, I think we just have Tyler Bradley. Well, now it sounds okay. Wade just took off.
I said this is our last side-by-side, I believe.
Yep, this should be it. Tyler Bradley is going to be wrapping up the UTV Bounty class, Hill 2. So far, Cash with the fastest time on Hill 2. Paul Wolf also with a time of 100.4. Cash had an 87.5. Cash the only one to finish Hill 1.
I always said we need to add like another 150 pounds to his buggy. like a third of his buggy weight is gone.
Put like a weighted down skid plate on there.
It's like, you know, circle track. Circle track guys always have to add weight so they can make their weight for their finishing. Again, having a good run there. We got to go around this turn. We have to go clockwise, so we usually come in, and there's a couple of big ledges there.
Yeah, we've seen a couple people have some trouble on those ledges today.
Yeah. There was
Tyler's making them look easy, though.
Yeah, so there was a big tree stump right there. Larry Crow got hung up, and when we pulled him back, it just ripped it out of the ground. So, unfortunately for him, it made it a lot easier for us. But
yeah, you said Larry Crow broke a drive shaft in there.
And he is
we couldn't tell from here.
He has kids going to prom tonight. So after he broke his drive shaft, he loaded up and headed home so he can go see him to prom.
I don't blame him.
And head out of here. And he said he was kind of debating on even coming. So after he broke, he said, "No problem. That's an easy decision to make." Here we go. Oh man, lay it back on your wheels.
Oh.
Stink.
Well, that concludes UTV Bounty for the day.
And it looks like we only had 2 finishers for the second course. So I don't know how we do third place there if we have DNFs. So
well, Anthony Young said it's a huge tie for third.
It is. It is
much,
yes. Yeah, we have a 4-way tie for podium finish for third. I'm like, do you cut the trophy in fourths at that point? Like, how does that work? Go by the longest distance, ran. So, all right, we're gonna cut to commercial real quick.
No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
Everybody, we are back. We've got a couple people asking about Spencer Grindstop, Dan Carter. They were both DNFs. Where did TC land on Hill 1? He was 5th. Your top 5 for Hill 1 with the bouncers right now: Brandon Davis, Danny Smith, Cash Lee Croy, Jeff Roberts, and Tim Cameron. Speaking of Tim Cameron, he is on the line, ready to kick off Hill 2 for us.
Timmy C.
I'm back. Timmy C.
I'm back, guys.
Aaron's back.
Arm wrestling
Matt
match
drew
for
a lot
third.
more hair, one or the other. I don't know.
Matt wishes he looked this good.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
And we also have a special guest.
We
that
do.
came to
Come
hang
on
out
up, Peter.
and say hi. He said he doesn't want to stay up here long, but we got him to at least say hi a little bit. We got Peter Baszler, who I haven't seen since last summer on Cable Hill, I think. Two-time SRRS champion from 2012 and 2013. The first 2 years in series, baby. Yeah. So how's it been going? Tell us how's life and what do you think of the racing today? And
well, first off, this park's amazing.
yes.
And I wouldn't be up here unless Clyde forced me. You know, he held my arm behind my back. But no, it's the whole thing's progressing. You know, up and up and up. So.
What do you think has been the biggest change or one of the biggest changes in the sport since, at the beginnings back in 2012?
In the buggies or the sport?
Either. Any. What has stood out to you the most?
Obviously, this is a big thing.
Yeah.
You're, showing the thing live to people such as myself. I haven't been racing since 2014, and being able to watch it from afar.
Yeah, this wasn't even an option, really.
I mean, I'm out in Washington working all the time, and I get to watch you guys race.
Yeah.
I was actually on my way back to Alabama, and this race happened to be on the way, so I got to come by and see my partner Bubba and watch this thing happen.
Nice. Well, we're glad to have you out here today. Yeah, let's watch Timmy, and you can tell us about how you beat him for the championship. Exactly.
Not Timmy.
All right, we got Timmy Cameron.
Oh, and he did take out some flags.
No flags were harmed in the making of this video.
But they will harm his time.
They will. All right, Timmy, make that turn. What do you think, Bray? Is he going to one-shot it? And where's he going to hit it?
I think he might pull up, get his line, and then go. No. Now, there it is. And honestly, that ledge at the top,
I think it's worse than the
it's
bottom.
a lot bigger than it looks like on camera, as always.
The one at the top is rough.
That one's no joke either.
All right, we got us a time for the bouncer class. Yes, what if you hit a flag, what is the penalty?
It should be a 30-second penalty.
I think it's a 30 or 15-second penalty, so that will hurt. It's 2. Yeah, I do believe there will be a penalty on Timmy's time, but still, that was a pretty good time with 70 what?
It was a 73, but I think he got 2 flags. We are getting a ruling on the flag situation right now, guys. All right, 103.279.
103.279 for Timmy. That really hurt him right there.
One flag.
One flag.
Ooh, and the sun just came
2
out.
flags.
I got distracted.
Oh
man, he did have a great run going.
All right. Most consistent normally.
Flags, get one off this back line back here. These 2 are off.
All right, where they get the flag situation sorted out back on the course. Peter, let's see, I wasn't keeping up here. Anthony Yunt said he's still running your old retired rig. Oh, I guess
Correct.
it's not too retired if Anthony's still running it, huh?
No, the single seat car was originally built by James Schofield at Blue Torch, and then I bought into it and raced it at the Hammers a few times and did a couple hill climbs with it, but I didn't really hill climb with that buggy. But yeah, Anthony's doing really good with it. He came close to winning last weekend. What, second?
Fastest time on hill 1 for sure in that buggy. I think a lot to do with it was where the engine was placed and the weight distribution of that buggy. So it does work really well.
Being a rear engine car, it does pretty good actually.
It is. I always thought that buggy looked funny with that big dill off the back, but it works really great.
Well, what's interesting about that car is that's about the 5th time it's been rebuilt. The original car, the only part of it is the occupant. We cut the back end off first, cut the front end off second.
Yeah.
You know, that car's morphed a lot over the years. And then Anthony
Had a lot of surgery, huh?
Anthony did the same thing. Now the 2-seat car was fun. That's the one that I raced here.
Yeah.
And it was actually, it's funny. It was the only car that back then it had all the fire suppression, everything. And trailing arms, the whole 9. It was ahead of its game.
Back
really.
then, yeah, that's
It was really
a big difference.
It was really taking a car that handled and competed with rock bouncers.
Yeah.
And now they're all handling. So the cars have progressed. Funny scenario nobody ever realizes is Sean Tolson is the only one that's ever won this series without trailing arms. Every year has been one with trailing arms except for Sean Tolson's year.
Huh. No, I didn't realize that.
Also the only year that Timmy raced without trailing arms.
Interesting.
So
what buggy was
4-link?
He was back then he was racing, what's it, underrated?
Underrated.
Oh.
And he blew it up
Yeah,
right
it's been a
before the
while.
finals and did a rental. So,
Yeah.
But, I
Digging back through the archives now.
Yeah,
trying to remember.
I got 5th that year. Well, it's the archives for you. It's the last time I raced. So, life changed for me. And
it happens, man. Hey,
yeah,
we're glad to
stuff
see you
happens.
back out here still, though. I'm glad to have you watching the show.
I always tell everybody I can't afford to do it, but what I really, that's the truth. But it's the time.
Yeah.
It's can't afford the time
Yeah.
to do it. And hopefully I'll get around to that again.
Yeah.
Being partners with Bubba on 40 Spline, we're getting ready to do a lot of good things. So
Yeah.
you'll see that in this sport a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, we definitely like to see you back out there. We always like your driving style and that kind of thing.
I still remember you beating down at Hawk Pride on that rock. I don't even know what the name of the hill was
When
or
I
anything.
smoked them out?
Yeah.
I couldn't climb the hill, so I just put on a show.
Well, I remember it still. So
I heard you and
good
Chris
times.
talking about your first. I met you the same weekend.
Yeah.
First Southern Rock Racing race.
Yeah.
And I won it, but I also winched it. And the following year they eliminated winching. But
I barely remember
so
that.
we got up there. It was looking at it's the second hill. It was pick your poison.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anybody'd climb it, and nobody did until somebody winched it. And then Adam Adair jumped in the dang buggy with me, and he said,
Adam
let's winch it.
Adair. Wow, I haven't
And we
heard that
busted
name in
it.
a while.
And so we
Yeah.
won the event because we winched it together
Yeah.
and made it happen. So it's pretty cool. He actually ate a rock about that big when he threw the line back into me. I gassed it, and he got hit by a rock. But, he's the reason I won that event.
Wow.
For sure. But anyway, it's good to see you. Like
Yeah,
I
you
said,
too.
Clyde told me I needed to come up here.
I know, he was out down there twisting your arm to get you up here.
And hopefully I'll come back. I'm not quite too old yet.
Well, we're glad to see you out here.
I'm about 20 years older than most of these guys, so maybe we can get back after it
Well,
one of these days.
we gotta get Richie and get my dad and get Big Tim. Get everybody, get all the generations out here.
Bring the gang back out. All right.
All right, this
Got
is
Daniel Heckley and Smoke Up. All right. So Heckley's having some issues.
Smoked out's looking a little smoky up there.
Smoked out looks a little smoked out. Here we go. Might be having a fuel issue or something like that. The sun has come out and the skies are blue. Y'all, we're at Jay, Oklahoma, Mid-America on a beautiful day. Come on, Daniel, get up that hill. That ledge right there is no slouch at all. The Perryville Mafia, y'all make some noise.
All right, and he's coming into the finish now. Glad to see Daniel get a time for the day.
Good deal, Daniel. 96.932 for Daniel Heckley and Smoked Out.
Nice to catch up.
All right. Hey, Yunt said to tell you what's up.
What's up? Oh, Anthony.
He's something else.
Jonathan said the black buggy is his all-time favorite.
What was the name of that one? It was
I called it the two-seat car.
I thought you had a different name for it. I know you had Fat Amy.
Fat Amy's way past all of those.
It was like a Jeep style.
So Fat Amy got a nickname, obviously. It's a JK EMC modified car.
Yeah.
So very nice car. Still has it.
All right, we got Jay Storrs taking off. All right, Jay, get up over the Mickey Thompson tabletop. All right, Jay, make that turn. The Visions RV section. Alright, let's see what he can do with this hill right here. Holly EFI launch pad. Alright, he got a feel for it. Let's see what he can do right here. Come on, Jay Storts. He's gonna line up, hit it. Good. Oh, man. Thought he was gonna save it. Alright. Well, as we recover on Jay, we still got Peter with us. Peter, the black buggy. So back to the black buggy.
The black buggy was built in 2008, 2009 for Nicole Johnson to race the King of the Hammers. Rob Mack raced it as well for Blue Torch. I bought it as a trail rig and got talked into racing it at Grey Rock one time and kind of got the bug for doing it. Then went to Southern Rock Racing, and that's history, I guess.
That's all it takes is one time.
Yeah. The car, again, very nicely built car. I like to give the people that build them credit. So, like, that car was built, again, by James Schofield at Blue Torch. Even though Blue Torch is who owned the car, the guy that built it was James Schofield.
Yeah.
And then the one that Anthony Yount's driving was originally built by James, and then Josh Josh Rock that worked there also was just a guru, and James Vest did a lot of work on that. So those guys were all tremendous fabricators. And for the most part, Fat Amy, that was a James Schofield, Josh Rock design, and very nice machine. And then I was building an IFS car for the King of the Hammers when my world got turned upside down, and so that car just kind of got stalled out. But one of these days maybe we'll get back after it. But anyway, it's good to talk to you guys. Keep doing the good work that you're doing. This is an amazing venue. I don't know if
It really is.
I don't know if they're bringing torque here or what they're going to do, but that short course is insane.
They need to.
It's literally insane. I would love to be out there.
Doesn't that look fun?
Oh, I would. That's my favorite. So next to King of the Hammers, which is kind of like an all-day train wreck, that right there is the most fun that you can have, for me. But
Mid-America,
I like to do more than just 30-second runs sometimes. But
yeah, exactly. They've definitely gone all out in this park and made it just so that so many different types of races can be had here, and
right.
So spectator friendly. And yes, they definitely help make our job easier. So.
That's right.
Well, we love having you out here. Thanks for coming up and talking to us.
Yes,
even if Clyde had to drag you out here.
Keep your eyes open for 40 spline.
40 spline, hey,
Right,
big
we'll do
block.
Yeah, it's going places. So
Cool.
keep your eyes open.
Yeah, we will.
All right,
Thanks,
y'all
Peter.
heard it. Y'all heard it from Peter. We appreciate him coming out.
All right, everybody. And to reiterate, Timmy's corrected time with the flag penalties is a 1:33.279. So you can rest easy, Adam Coots,
Yes.
and everybody else that was a little concerned about
Everybody calm
the
down.
penalties.
Everybody calm down. We got y'all. Appreciate y'all's concern.
Is that Charlie Brown Jr. on the line?
It's Charlie Brown.
It's Charlie Brown.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all.
Yeah, that's Charlie Brown.
That is one healthy buggy. Really healthy. Oh yeah. All right, Charlie Brown, get up that hill.
Charlie Brown, of course, was the first to launch straight up the Yukon Wall ledge on Hill 1.
And he straight sent it.
See how he sends it now on Hill 2.
I think he's about to go out and just he might land at the top. Looks like I think he's got a front end or an axle broke on his front right. Yeah, something doesn't sound right.
How's your strike level, Chris?
Aaron's no longer allowed to come. Aaron goes to the weight check up the front. So, Clyde, I need to make sure you don't
So we got Chris Hickman, and he says I'm not allowed to come to any more races because when I come, Wade jacks up the buggy. So I'll have to do live feed from the house, Bree.
We'll just pretend it's a Zoom meeting.
Yeah, we'll do a Zoom.
You can do a run out for third place. Where's Clyde?
I don't know where he's at.
Oh, yeah, that's Jeremy. That's Clyde's stunt double in there right now. Clyde is down doing times.
All right.
He's down there somewhere.
For third place, or how they do third place?
Matthew
honestly
Holt
don't
on
know.
the line.
Zach,
I don't know. That would be a Clyde question. All right, Matt Holt is ready to rock and roll.
Holt is on the line. Taking it easy through the.
And we love seeing the sunshine come out
Oh, absolutely.
here at Mid-America.
Maybe the drive some of this mud. Maybe.
We're gonna need like 3 days of sun to dry this up, I think.
No doubt. Matt ever say what happened on Hill 1 or?
He did, and I can't remember. What did he tell me?
Bree's old age is really showing right now.
Yeah, it's bad. Yes, he had an issue on Hill 1 for sure. I think it was a motor issue. I can't remember. That's bad. Sounding pretty good right now.
All right. Let's see what he can do right here.
Scott Charlie had a time of 83.803.
Everybody
All right,
at
get to
home
it.
keeping up with times right here, you know.
Shoo, they keep us on our toes.
You got Jay Pike's mom. You got Cash's grandmother. All
I tried to
care.
get Jake up here, and I have no idea where he was during the lunch break.
Sally, I talked to him at lunch break, and he said I'm not coming up there. But I did relay the message and
Where did you see him?
He was in line to get tacos too.
Oh, for crying out loud!
So I was able to talk to him.
I didn't
told
even see
him,
you up there, Aaron.
Hey, when it comes to food, don't play.
I was looking for the mullet.
Don't play.
All over the place.
Don't play when it comes to my food. Everybody step back. I'm telling you, I will knock a grandmother, a granny, whatever, out of the way to get to the buffet.
So we got out the truck, and then I lost you.
I went to talk to Eric and CA, and I turned around, you were gone. I was like,
I went straight to the food truck, and I never saw you again.
all right, I think Danny Smith showed him the line.
Is that what that was?
I think Danny just showed him the line right there.
Oh my gosh. Did you tell Jake to come up after his run?
I told him to come up when I saw him, but maybe he will after
What a
his
little
run.
turd.
But I did relay the message.
We tried, Sally. We
did.
tried. I like that Danny was up there doing an interpretive dance to show Matt the line.
I did like that.
Danny also are always very entertaining when he is out on the hills.
Absolutely.
Go, Matt. All right, he's getting that line felt out just right. Doing a Tim Cameron.
That's the old school.
Finding that line.
The old school Timmy C. You know, I say old school. I've seen Timmy do that, you know, not too long ago. So, all right.
All right, I do believe he may have timed out.
Mohawks and mullets with Bree. I think Bree needs the mohawk, and I'll keep
There's
the
just
mullet.
so much. There's all kinds of, I don't even know what's happening today between the wind and the rain.
Best part of it all, Danny Smith showing Matt the line. I do agree with you. He had them hips at it, you know. He really got into it. I don't think anybody's going to complain, Matt or Ryan. I think you're good. All right, who is
This is
this?
Jess Reed.
Jess Reed and Dorothy.
As far as I know, this is Dorothy. All right, Jess Reed getting after it. He did have a bit of a rollover on the Yukon wall on Hill 1.
On Hill 1. So he's really about to show out on Hill 2 right here. sizing it up, Bree. Oh. He just hasn't had great luck staying on his tires.
On the ruby red slippers.
The ruby red slippers.
He's sitting in there thinking right now, there's no place like home.
There's
no place like home.
There's
no place like
home.
being on all 4 tires.
Wesley Pruitt, I'm not cutting my hair. I do need to trim it, cut the dead ends, but
need a haircut.
Trying to grow it.
Me or Aaron?
Oh, you don't.
It probably wouldn't hurt.
Wesley, I got the curls for the girls. Curls for the girls. I do not know what motor is in Dorothy. It sounded like a little V6 or something like that. Maybe a Honda motor. I don't know.
Yeah, Jess Reed is a newcomer. He raced with us at Bikini Bottoms. So I have not gotten any of the information on him and Dorothy.
Yeah.
We'll need to chase him down and get him into the notebook officially next time.
Had to get him and find some information.
Who is that? Is that Clint? That's Clint, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so muddy. I can't even read the 2.0.
2.0. All right.
All right, we'll be right back after a quick commercial.
What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
All right, we are still getting Jess Reed off the course.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back.
Just a reminder that you guys are watching the Raceline Wheels at CRRS number 2, 4th race of the season so far, presented by Treadwear Gear, and we're at Mid-America Outdoors in Jay, Oklahoma.
Jay, Oklahoma.
This is the BRANIK Motorsports Bouncer Cup. We are not quite halfway through.
What, 5-6 drivers in, right?
Yep. 6 drivers in. I know we had a couple, like Larry Krogh has left the building. I think everybody else is still. Jack. Did Jack?
I don't think Jack's run.
What did he break?
I know his tire was flat, but I don't know what else was wrong with Jack.
I
don't even see Venom.
So I'm not sure on the status of Jack. I think everybody else on the list will still be running. Right now, our fastest time is Charlie Brown Jr. with an 83.8, followed by Daniel Heckley with a 96, and Tim Cameron with a 133. Timmy, of course, with the 2 flag penalties, unfortunately. And then
Today has
everybody else has been DNFs.
Tough day for Timmy. Like
this weekend,
This weekend's been tough on Timmy.
Even yesterday in the UTV class. But that just goes to show how serious the competition is getting. And how capable the buggies and the drivers are all
the buggies
becoming.
And usually UTVs, the UTV buggies are so capable, it's unreal. Like, there's nothing that really compares to how far they've come.
All right, this is Clint Evans in the General 2.0. Whoa.
Those are definitely 180 headers.
Over the Mickey Thompson tabletop.
That is a loud buggy.
It is. Especially when you're down in the bowl like we are.
Yes.
I think he wins the award for today. For the loudest.
No doubt.
The drone is right there over. There it is. racing today.
Anthony, he couldn't make it today. Crystal,
He's watching though.
Crystal wouldn't let him out of the house.
Come on, Quinn.
That buggy will unleash some horsepower.
All the horsepowers.
There it is.
The horse pressures.
Horse
as
pressure.
Eric would say. Eric
Horse
Hagen.
pressure.
Oh, we can hear him, Brian.
Yes, absolutely.
100.684. Who is that we got on the line down there, Aaron?
Yeah, it looks like Brandon Davis. That's Cheryl Davis' husband on the line.
Brandon had the fastest time for Hill 1 with a 72.
All
Can he hang on to the lead?
I'm hoping he can. I'd like to see Brandon come out on top today. You know, Brandon's had it pretty rough the last couple weekends. Maybe he can make something happen. And plus, Cheryl told him if he doesn't podium, he's sleeping outside. So
And it's too cold for that, so he's got good motivation.
Yeah, he's got something to prove right here.
Looks like he needs a little last minute help with something, maybe. We got Jake Pike. Well, we know where Jake is.
Yeah.
Very elusive today. If Jake goes back and watches this, he's going to wonder why the heck we're talking about him so much.
You're right.
It's because people want to talk to you.
Jake, we like you. I know last weekend Brandon had some issues with a throttle pedal.
Yeah, he broke it off.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's
With that rough
caused
landing.
issues or what.
All right, we might see if we can get. We'll see if he's either going to be able to get whatever the problem is fixed, or I think we might be getting somebody else lined up right now. Maybe Jeff Roberts pulling up there.
Yeah, it looks like Jeff Roberts.
Keep things moving here.
Is pulling up.
All right, looks like Brandon might be good to go once again. Yeah, I get that a lot of people don't like the flags and the penalty rule, but especially on a course like this, they're there to make sure that everybody has to go through the same obstacles. Otherwise, you could just, cut around whole sections here. Also, we often use the flags to protect like timers, cameras, spectator areas where the drivers need to be paying more attention, anything like that. So, sucks for you guys when you hit them, no doubt.
Yeah,
But
it does.
they do most of the time. We got a good reason for them being there.
What was Clint?
Wyatt Wilson, you're just a little rebel.
Wyatt Wilson. Clint. What was Clint's time?
Clint's time was a 100.684.
100.684. Thank you, Sally.
Oh, Sally already answered it. See, I don't even know
Beat
why I
us to
bother.
it.
You guys know more than me half the time.
We'll let y'all do the live feed. How about that?
Yeah. You guys don't even need us on here.
Nah, I
We'll
mean-
just set up a stationary camera, show all the action, and everyone can just talk amongst themselves
Yeah.
in the comments.
Y'all think that would work?
Cole, I believe they replaced one of the ones that he hit with a different one. Should be the same amount of flags up there, though.
Yeah, it looks like they replaced it with a PRP.
All right, this is Jeff Roberts, an underdog.
right, underdog, Mr. Roberts.
Jason, if you're referring to Jess Reed, he already ran. If it's a different Reed, then I'm not sure.
Oh, come on. Land on your tires. Oh.
Wait, there it is.
He landed.
Stuck the landing.
Stuck it.
Bunch of gymnasts out here.
He come off that pretty hard. That might have shook him up. All right.
All right, that was Jeff Roberts. He had a 4th place time on Hill 1. Hate to see him with that rollover there.
See that happen, but see, that's why you can't count your eggs before they hatch.
Good advice.
Don't start counting your chickens.
I think you can count your eggs before they hatch.
But what came
not
first?
Your chickens.
The chicken or the egg? All right,
that's too philosophical for us today, Aaron.
You're right.
Need more caffeine to be thinking like that. All right, guys, fastest time on Hill 2 for the bouncers right now. Still Charlie Brown Jr. with an 83. Daniel Heckley after that. Clint Evans and then Tim Cameron. Those are our only times so far.
But we got the Cash LaCroix on the line. Papa Poe, I wish you were here.
Oh, that Reed. I see. Sorry to interrupt.
Wish you were here to eat a cookie. Bree even enjoyed your cookie last weekend.
Yeah, is that who gave us the cookies?
It was Papa Poe gave us the cookie.
That's
so
cookie.
If you're around the Jay, Oklahoma area, just stop by and bring us one.
All right, and we will be right back after a quick commercial.
When you're serious about installing the highest quality drivetrain products designed for high horsepower and bigger tires, there's only one choice. So get the power, performance, and confidence that comes with Yukon. Rev it, climb it, and rip it, knowing you're rolling the best in the industry. Built to perform, built to last. Yukon Gear and Axle.
Takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
All right, we're back. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, did anything change in that 30 seconds that we were off the air?
We still got a little cash money on the line. And yeah, Papa Poe, that sandwich was killer. Appreciate that. Shout out to Papa Poe, Jamie Ewan last weekend.
Looks like they're still working on Brandon down there, maybe. Or he might have just decided to go ahead and run cash in front of him. Got Ryan Webb making his way over there. Let's see, who we have left here?
We don't have much. We got, what, Cash, Jake Pike.
6 if Jack is running, and
See, there's
Bubba.
Jack walking.
I don't see Venom down there, though.
I think Venom's behind his truck. He might not be running. I see a tire.
Yeah.
So he might
probably
not be
broke
running.
What about,
we
did
still got
Bubba
Danny.
roll, but did he break anything? What? We're going to do a little shot of the park and our spectators here.
Spectators.
We got a nice hillside full.
If y'all can hear that, that's
Of fans.
the UTVs on the short course. Just eating it up. Man, look at that shot.
And you can see what's happening next door to us in the race arena right now. That is some fun looking short course.
I just saw Nathan Wolf, Paul's brother, going around right there.
Is he out there?
Yeah, there he is right there.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty cool. We got Paul and Nathan are both here, racing different series, of course, but there it is. This place is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. We got Cash Lee Croy.
Y'all better stand back. Looking like a really good run so far.
Cash is making short work of this course. All right, Cash, come on.
This is going to be a good run.
This is going to be your fastest run of the day right here.
Come on, Cash. Finish strong. Cash is like the hero of the weekend now.
He is. All right, Cash.
Definitely getting that ice cream
All right.
with sprinkles. Maybe some whipped cream even tonight.
All right, we've got to hear a time right here. I might take Cash to Dairy Queen tonight.
74.913.
Cash LaCroix with
That
a
is your current fastest
74.913. How about that?
That means Charlie Brown Jr. moved down to second right now, and then Daniel Heckley to third currently.
Brandon Davis is gonna have to. Brandon's gonna have to capitalize right here, or Cash might have took that number one spot. We'll just have to see. We got Brandon Davis on the line.
Glad to see he got worked out.
Hopefully he got fixed whatever he had wrong. Sounds pretty healthy.
Look at it going through those whoops.
That's crazy how these buggies handle.
I mean, this is such a low slung.
I love the stance of that buggy, how low it sits. All right, Brandon, size it up. Get out the top.
Oh no!
No.
Wait, back up.
No.
She settled.
All
Oh
right.
heck!
Well, I think we
Man,
got
he has such a good run going.
I think we got somebody coming up behind us right here. Come on. Get up here.
You coming up here like you think you did good or something?
All right. Hey, hold on. What do you think, you're in like first place or something? All right, so tell me what you thought when you hit it on the UTV.
It felt good, and it's gotten a lot worse.
All right, so you're sitting in number 1 for UTV. How do you think you did on this one?
Hopefully top 3.
Hopefully top 3.
Cash, how do you like to celebrate when you have a good weekend of racing?
I'm going to take you to Dairy Queen.
Well, this time we got to go to the shop. We got to pull a transmission.
That's how you're going to celebrate?
In
I like the ice cream.
Razor or Big Buggy?
Buggy.
Pull the transmission. What a lose a gear.
I've been racing with second gear all day. I ain't liked it, but it's all right.
What do we need to do? We need to call your people and get them on it?
Might have to.
Well, man, you've absolutely showed out this weekend, man.
What was my time? I want to know that.
All 8s. 8, 8, 8.
Okay.
All right, y'all heard it straight from Cash LaCroix. Could be your number 1 spot.
Oh my God.
A man of very few words, but knows how to get the job done.
He just wanted to come up and see what his time was.
Yeah, he uses us. He uses us.
He does.
Man, that was...
Rebecca eats pancakes in the bathtub.
Cash Money has showed out this weekend.
This is his weekend, for sure.
Well, who said that?
Rebecca? Did not show up on yours yet?
No, I'm behind.
You on the Wi-Fi?
No, I'm just...
Oh.
It'll come. I'm behind.
That's okay.
So what? Rebecca needs pancakes in a bath?
No, she said, I heard he eats pancakes in the bathtub. Cash.
He probably... You're probably right. I hate the bacon bits aren't here this weekend.
I know. I just like that they call them the bacon bits. That's the best thing.
I hate they're not here.
Oh, let's see. James says who's winning. Cash for Hill 2 right now.
Yeah.
Cash with a 74. Charlie Brown Jr. with an 83. And Daniel Heckley with a 96. Jack. He just ignored me.
He did.
Jack, what'd you break? Jack broke shocks.
So Jack did break shocks.
Did you mean to send it like that? He said yes and no. Were you was it in Bobby Tanner's honor? He had to say, no, I didn't hit it like Bobby.
I would like to see Bobby hit that hill.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Man, I love seeing the sun out here now.
Sun
I'm
is
gonna have
out.
to take some layers off.
No doubt. You've got 3 layers on.
I needed them earlier.
Yeah, it was cold earlier.
This hat, my head's too small for this hat.
James, has it happened yet? Are you married or what's the deal, James? Fill us in.
Ryan Webb is off the line.
All right, we got Ryan. What's his name? Aaron? Karen.
This is Ryan Webb and Karen.
That's a great name, Karen.
Is Karen, do we need to call a manager out here?
Probably. Let me speak to the manager. She has that haircut.
Jack said Karens are always yelling at you. This buggy does sound like yelling at us out on the course here. Good to see Ryan Webb back out here.
He is all over that hillside.
Karen is making herself known.
Karen is mad.
Ryan is racing for Adam Coots this weekend.
He is. I guess we can call Cash this weekend and not change. He has showed out.
96662.
All right. If you are driving, pull over and get to your feet. We got the Fordzilla buggy on the line. Jake Pike. Here we go.
About to get rowdy.
Course is hot. Jake Pike's about to send it. He is straight up about to send it.
Looking like a good run so
All right,
far.
come on, Jake. Hold it together. Now this is where it's about to get wild.
Can those IROCs get him up this hill in a timely manner? The answer is yes.
All right, Jay. Easy now. Come on. Get your time.
Come on, to the finish line. There it is.
84.240.
84.240.
84.240. I do believe that's a third.
Enough for a what?
I think it's third. Hang on.
Third.
No, we got Cash in first still, Charlie Brown Jr. in second with an 83, and then Jake Pike now with an 84.
On hill 2.
Well done, well done.
That was a pretty good run right there. That was a pretty good run.
Oh, Jonathan Shepard, my bad. They all look the same in this mud. Ryan's time was...
All right.
Ryan had a 96.662.
Something's going on with Bubba.
Oh, no.
Something's up with Bubba. I hate that for Bubba because everybody loves bacon.
Oh, man, hate to see that. Everybody that's still wondering about that flag that Timmy hit that got left on the ground, it was replaced by another one. And it looks like
Bubba lost the steering belt.
Lost his steering.
So that's no good.
Dang, Bubba's had a rough day of racing. Looks like Tim. I see Tim walking over there with her. Little Tim.
I hate that for Bubba. Bubba's had a rough weekend this weekend.
All right, I think that means all we've got left is the Danny Smith.
The Danny Smith. Do I have any Big Block fans out there? Oh, Bubba Bacon Big Block.
I think there's probably one or two.
All right, look at that shot of Danny right there.
Hey, Rebecca, he can't say that he wasn't prepared then, huh?
Rebecca, we need you here. That's why he hasn't had great luck. We need you here. All right, Danny Smith. This could shake up a lot of stuff right here.
Danny had the second fastest time on hill 1.
All right, come on. Up around the Visions RV loop.
Made quick work of that.
He did make quick work of that. All right. Danny, get up that Holly EFI hill. Let's get a time.
It's going to be a good time, but will he beat Cash's 74?
I don't think he's going to beat Cash's,
but
know. This is going to be close.
.011.
76.
Good enough for second place, but he did not.
Cash Money's hot right now. He is hot.
All right, your top 5. Let's see, how many do we even have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just see if we can put them all in order. Cash with a 74. Winning hill 2 today.
Number 2.
Then Danny with a 76. Charlie Brown Jr. with an 83. Jake Pike with an 84. Ryan Webb with a 96.6. Daniel Heckley with a 96.9. Clint Evans with a 100, and Tim Cameron rounding out 9th place with a 133. That is all unofficial, as I just did it in my head. But we will, of course, be posting all the results like always. Well done to Cash LaCroix this weekend.
Absolutely, and we're going to go to a commercial.
What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
When you're serious about installing the highest quality drivetrain products designed for high horsepower and bigger tires, there's only one choice. So get the power, performance, and confidence that comes with Yukon. Rev it, climb it, and rip it, knowing you're rolling the best in the industry. Built to perform, built to last. Yukon Gear and Axle.
All right, guys.
All right, everybody, that concludes our 2 days of racing. We've got some trophies to give away now. And we will be back in 2 weeks at Dirty Turtle Off-Road. So be sure to join us then in person if you can. If not, as always, we will be live with Hillside Live. This has been the Raceline Wheels CRRS number 2 presented by Treadwear Gear at Mid-America Outdoors. Thanks so much for watching. Got anything you want to say, Aaron?
We appreciate everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.